Michael is very furry. I'm Grizzly Bear.
Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. We have more content coming. We got some more games for the week. We got some more giveaways to give out, some more prizes to do. So make sure you subscribe, because once we hit that 100 mark, as soon as we hit that 100 mark, that's when the giveaways will start popping off. That's when the prizes will start popping off. So if you are here early, you're going to benefit from this majorly. And even if you get in on the last second, you're still going to have a chance to benefit. So make sure you get down in the comments, make sure you're liking these videos, make sure you're sharing the videos, and of course, make sure you subscribe.
Damn. I didn't know I had to now I gotta always ask you, are we recording? Now, now I gotta start asking you that. God damn.
Dude, what the fuck, man? What the fuck, man?
Now niggas gotta fake it and shit. Damn.
Oh my goodness. Um, um, fuck, man. Well, welcome to, so, welcome to another episode of Take It to Go, where we invite you to take a load off your mind, take a break from your everyday, and go on a ride with the guys. I'm with my co-host Kitty. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And welcome back to another episode. A lot has popped off over the weekend. We got Iceman. We got the Cavs winning the Game 7 and heading to the Eastern Conference Finals, sending Pistons to Cancun. Um, we got Spurs and OKC game coming up tonight. We have a back and forth between Stephen A and Jaylen Brown. We got some fights breaking out in malls, and today we are going to get into all of it. Oh man. Now I'm fucked up and I was not recording while we were discussing the um, sorry ass Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, we will go back to that, but just so that we don't have to talk about the same thing all over again, let's get into Spurs in OKC. Kenny, give me your predictions. Give me your over and unders. Give me give me your takes on that series.
So I think it's time for us to say we officially have the face of the league. That alien,
SGA.
that boy from Wee Wee, that boy from Wee Wee. You hear me? Say it with me. Wee Wee. We got that French man. We got that French man, Victor Wembanyama, making it to the Western Conference Finals in his third year. Yeah, I think this will be his third year, right? Or is it
His
his second?
third or second? I know it'll be his first playoff run. Like this is gonna be the first time he's. This is the first time he's actually played in the playoffs.
This season, I mean, the Spurs They beat OKC 3-1. That's the regular season record. Uh, they've been on record. OKC saying they don't know what to do with Victor. And as we see, I mean, Victor got a little mean streak going, elbowing people in the fucking throat. Goddamn, he yelling at people. Shit, I would be scared if I was OKC because they don't have a answer. I mean, Chet Holmgren. I mean, he is not the answer for Wembanyama at all. Um, yeah, I mean, I think when the series comes down to it, um, I can't see this going to Game 7.
Great series. And I'm sure Wimby's going to have some more animosity towards this team, seeing how much he cried about um, when he was making his case to win MVP. You know, when he got in front of the podiums and bitched and moaned and called out other players in the league trying to make his case. And they still gave it to Shea anyway. So I'm sure he is very heated about that for going up there and still not even and still only got what I think. So I think I saw Shea had gotten 83 votes, and I think everybody else combined had, I think there was only like 15. So yeah, I'm sure that has definitely got to him. I'm sure he is going to be heated. Um, but yeah, so I expect him to play very hard. I do expect him to play well. But I do see OKC taking this series, and I do agree. I do think this will go to a game 7. But I do think OKC can get it done by game 7. We can get into Cavs versus Knicks again. um, so I got this series. I got the series not getting past 6 games. I got it 6 games or less in favor of the Knicks, and Knicks making the NBA Finals. How how crazy would it be? So the last time we got to the finals was against the Spurs, um, and we lost 4-1. It would be very crazy if it was the Spurs again. Um, Definitely don't want to see 4-1 though, but it would be crazy if it was Spurs again. Um, but yeah, those are my predictions on the game. I think James Harden is going to have absolutely no answer for someone like Jalen Brunson. Um, I think Donovan Mitchell is going to have a very hard time getting shots to fall against the New York Knicks defense. I think the Cavaliers are going to have to heavily rely on Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen, but their hands are going to be full because they're going to have to deal with not only Cat, but they're also going to have to deal with Mitchell Robinson, and they're also going to have to deal with OG because I'm sure he will be healthy to play in all of those games. And right now, man, Knicks are just on a roll. I mean, this has been like like a 6 game winning streak for the Knicks, or a 7 game winning streak.
um, I mean, the Cavs, they beat the fuck up out the Pistons. They did what they were supposed to do, close it out. Pistons play horribly. Um, I think the Cavs are definitely ready for the Knicks. I see it kind of being a bad matchup for the Knicks with the bigs. I see Evan Mobley and Jared Allen having big games, especially Mobley. What's been my concern about Cat this whole time, and it's been coming into fruition, is his foul trouble. Um, the last two games, I believe he was in early foul trouble. And with two bigs like that, I could see him getting three fouls at least before the half. So, and I think that's going to really hinder him. Mitchell Robinson, he's actually been playing good, but he's really a non-factor. Um, I see the Cavs coming to play. Um, I have the Cavs winning in Game 6. Um, I believe. I believe it might be two splits in the first two games and games 3 and 4. But then I think the Cavs will get 5 and 6. And yeah, I think the Cavs would I mean the Knicks would have definitely rather seen the Pistons. And if they was playing the Pistons, I definitely would have picked the Knicks to win and go to the finals. But with the Cavs, with my boy Spidey Man, James Harden, I mean, Struce playing lights out and their bench giving them a big contribution. I think it's going to be too much for the Knicks. And, with that being said, I do want to place a friendly bet, a little friendly bet on the on this series. And if people don't know what me and SB usually play for is jerseys. I am
Yes, we
still
do.
waiting on
Yes, we
three
do.
jerseys from him. So I don't know
What
how true it
was
is.
it
We play
again? I know. Kelsey is one. I know the
LeBron
Black
is the other
LeBron
one.
one is the other one. What was the third one?
The third one, I believe.
Oh, it was from that shitty fucking Rockets series, bruh. That shit, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Look,
yeah.
you don't even
So
look at that one like it counts. The fuck?
it definitely counted. So I don't like, and that was pretty easy for you. But I
That was
won that so easy.
trash. Oh my gosh, that was
Hey,
so
I
fucking
mean, a bet
trash,
is a
bruh.
bet. A bet is a bet.
That was
So
so
I
fucking
am waiting on a
trash.
Kevin Durant, jersey as well.
That
So
was so trash.
I don't know if we really play for jerseys or if I'm just waiting on jerseys. I'm not really
Oh
sure.
my
But
gosh.
for for this
You gonna get your
for
little
this
funky
series,
jerseys, bruh. Oh my gosh.
yeah, I'll be waiting. I'll be waiting. So I do want me a James Harden jersey, and I'm sure you want a Carl Anthony Towns jersey. So we can
um,
definitely make that happen.
I definitely want a Jaylen Brunson jersey, but I honestly wouldn't mind the cat jersey. But no, I want the black Jaylen Brunson jersey for sure.
Okay, okay, okay. So, and this is for who wins the
Who
series.
wins the series?
Okay,
Who wins the
okay.
series? Mm-hmm. In other news, uh, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. Um, we have more content coming. We got some more games for the week. We got some more giveaways to give out, some more prizes to do. So make sure you subscribe because once we hit that 100 mark, as soon as we hit that 100 mark, that's when the giveaways will start popping off. That's when the prizes will start popping off. So if you are here early, you're going to benefit from this majorly. And even if you get in on the last second, you're still going to have a chance to benefit. So make sure you get down in the comments, make sure you're liking these videos, make sure you're sharing the videos, and of course, make sure you subscribe. I mean, would you like to get into Jaylen Brown's stream?
Oh yeah, we can definitely get into that.
So Jaylen Brown had a stream last night, um, and he said fuck Stephen A.
Yeah.
He said it ain't your job to be a clown. Be a clown. Yeah, I can just play it. See me in person, I will let you know that it's fuck Stephen A, Stephen B, Stephen C. In your face. So you don't even know. Like you don't gotta be no, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? Uh so Jaylen Brown is pretty much fed up with Stephen A. He does not like that nigga. But I mean, Stephen A's been getting it all year from the players. Now, Stephen A did respond, and he said, Jaylen Brown, be careful what you wish for. You really want me to start reporting on that level? You understand. Locker room, how the organization might think about you, how the city may feel about you, how Jason Tatum may or may not feel about you, sneaker deals, endorsement deals, the list goes on and on. The season is over, bro. You're on Twitch trying to do what I do. So yeah, this is coming off of these two having a back and forth ever since Jaylen Brown got eliminated from the playoffs. Um, as we know, Stephen A. has been getting into it a lot with players lately. I don't know. How do you feel about it? Do you feel like anybody's in the right here? Anybody's in the wrong? If you do have a side, whose side you taking in all this?
Um, I mean, I don't really think anybody is too much in the wrong. And I don't think Stephen A is really in the wrong either. Stephen A has really been one of Jaylen Brown's biggest supporters all year. So, I mean, I do think it's somewhat uncalled for to say like fuck Stephen A. I mean, that's a part of being the media. And, a sports journalist, he's gonna have opinions. I mean, that's that's his fucking job. I think this new age is just super sensitive about anybody who says anything about them. And it's pretty weak to me. It's just like I understand, everybody has feelings and they want to express themselves, but at the same time, I mean, Jalen Brown, he been saying like some dumb shit, and is just like his comments about like this has been his favorite or his best year, and I understand it, but he probably should have explained it a little bit more thoroughly because it's like you saying this your best year, and your partner, your boy Jason Tatum's been hurt all year. How is this your favorite year and you ain't got your partner with you? And it's just like, yeah, you had a MVP type season, regular season. Um, the Celtics were number 2 in the East. So I mean, overall, like, yeah, y'all did really well when everybody expected y'all to be at the bottom, So I could understand why you would somewhat say it like that, but these athletes and other people have to understand once you get on these social media platforms and it's not any reporters in there and you're just, blabbing your mouth, you're gonna say some dumb shit. And it's just like it's really like you're hurting yourself more than you're hurting anybody else. Like you're not really doing anything for yourself by saying shit like this. Cause now it's like, does Jason Tatum feel some type of way? Um, does the Celtics management feel some type of way? Um, and it's just like I said, like Stephen A is just doing his job. I mean, a lot of people said like, yeah, we don't know why you would get on there and say all this shit. It's just like just because you have a platform, like you could get on Kick and Twitch and say what you want to say, don't mean you need to say it. So, I mean, I guess it would kind of seem like I'm on Stephen A. side. And, I just
It does sound like it.
like, I don't understand what they want these people to do when that's their job to comment on these games and players. So, not everybody is going to agree with you or like you or support you. That's how the world works. So, you can't please everybody. So, quit being so sensitive about people who don't agree with you.
It's completely fair. I will say this. I believe this started with Stephen A. Uh, telling Jaylen Brown to stop streaming. Um, right now, I believe this started with Stephen A. going on his show and telling Jaylen Brown to stop streaming after Jaylen Brown said what you just brought up about this year being his favorite year, and that's when Jaylen Brown clapped back and he said, "Well, how about this? I'll stop streaming when you stop reporting." Um, Now, of course, Stephen A. also clapped back at that, and it's what has led to Jaylen Brown saying "fuck Stephen A." B and C.
Mhm.
um,
Boy.
but but I mean, it's like I'm not really. It's like both of them have the right to say what they're saying. Both of them can say whatever they want to say. Time has evolved, and now we have players building a platform on other platforms other than just the NBA. Now, if he were doing this during the playoffs, I would completely agree with Stephen A. Get the fuck off Twitch when you got playoff games. But of course, he got eliminated. And I don't really see a problem with him streaming. I don't really see a problem with him going over the games, talking about some games. He's kind of taking a Draymond route. I wouldn't be surprised if in the near future he has some sort of podcast, or maybe he just likes the streaming aspect. So maybe he'll just do streaming. We have seen him on other streamers stream. I believe he was on a stream with Neon. Um, I believe he was on a stream with Kai. Uh, he might have done something with Aiden, maybe. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I mean, look, they both have a right to say what they want to say. Um, Stephen A is, like you said, he's doing his job and he's gonna continue to do his job. Um, but as far as what Jaylen Brown was saying about Stephen A being the face of clickbait media, I mean, he's not wrong. Um, he's definitely not
Uh,
wrong there. Whenever you do see a Stephen A clip, it is usually used to spark some sort of argument, some sort of like, click fast and get someone in their feelings. um, that is how Stephen A is used, but like you said, that is his job. Um, but he's not wrong though. He is the face of clickbait media.
he is
He
not
is
the
the
face of
face.
clickbait media.
He is. He is. Whenever you do see Stephen A. Um, it is usually it. Now, this is kind of unfair only because negativity is going to spread a lot quicker than positivity. So I'm sure he has a lot of positive talks, but his negativity is what is going to get the most clicks. So, yeah, it's not very fair to critique him on that. Um, but I mean, even when the Knicks were having a problem and he was going in on Mikal Bridges, him and Josh Hart had got into it. I believe Josh Hart said something very similar to Jaylen Brown. I think he told him to shut the fuck up. I think he said something very similar. And then a year prior, I think LeBron said something very similar. I believe he also told Stephen A to shut the fuck up. So as far as the face of clickbait media, he's not wrong. Um, but as far as telling Stephen A to stop what he's doing, um, that can't happen. Right now he is a big part of that network, and he can still say what he has to say. Like you said, that is his job, and he 100% should. But players now have the ability to clap back more so than back in the day. So he just has to be comfortable with getting the pushback. Um, excuse me, but yeah, I mean, he has to be comfortable and he has to know the pushback is gonna come, and I'm sure he knows. Stephen A. looks like he was bred with thick skin. I'm sure he knows this, but yeah,
Boss.
those are my takes on it. It probably sounds like I'm on Jaylen Brown's side, but uh, yeah, but those are my takes on it. Do you have anything else to say
Um,
about this topic before we move on?
I mean, do I don't necessarily agree he's clickbait media, but do I think he knows the media atmosphere and how to get clicks and just understands the whole process? Yeah, I do believe that. But I mean, it's a reason he's the number one in the world as far as this sports shit is concerned. I mean, that's what he do. This is what he do, and I mean, I really ain't got too much to say, but I don't
Agreed.
know. I mean, Jaylen Brown might see his see himself on another team pretty soon. So I mean, just watch. You gotta watch what you say.
What teams do you think could use someone like Jaylen Brown right now?
I mean, a lot of teams. I mean, he's a max contract, the number one person on a lot of teams.
Yeah.
Could see him with Portland, Minnesota. They need a number two guy. Um, the Houston Rockets, the Warriors, um, Miami, um, Denver.
Ooh,
Denver would be real scary.
he's so scary. That would be scary,
Denver would be
boy.
real scary.
That would be so scary. Jeez. Jamal, Jokic, and Jalen?
So I mean, yeah, it's like the list could keep going on, but it's a lot of teams that would be quick to take him.
If the Clippers hang on to Kawhi and Darius Garland, I think he would be a great fit over there. Um,
Mm, yeah.
I think he would be a great fit on the Clippers. I also think he would be a great fit on the Lakers. I think you get rid of Austin Reeves and you pick up Jaylen Brown. I think that's a huge improvement. And then you could probably get a good trade for Austin Reeves, pick up a good big man for Austin Reeves, and then you pick up Jaylen Brown. Yeah, that would be very solid. Um, um, as far as anywhere else, or as far as any teams on the East, I think he would be very scary on the Pistons. Him and Cade Cunningham. Uh, He'd be very scary there. Uh, um, shit, maybe. mm, Trying to think of like teams who already got like a really, really good big. Could he possibly turn around some of these smaller market teams, like say the Bulls? Could he turn a team like that around?
I mean, I think he's what, 28? I would like to say I don't want to see him. I like he could turn it around, but that's just asking for too much. And you don't have that much time being like pretty much at the peak of your career.
Yeah.
Cause it's like going to a team like that, you need other players to build around him. And I think that's just gonna take a little bit longer than was needed. So cause
Now
like the
what if
Bulls is all right, but it's like they got the white boy from OKC, what's his name? From Australia that was dating the little
Noah?
girl.
Oh,
Nah, the other
oh
one with the
no!
long hair.
Oh, Giddy, Josh Giddy.
Yeah, Josh Giddey. Yeah. Josh Diddy. You mean? But yeah.
Know about him and the little girl shit until this year. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Like, and he's like very known for it. Um,
Yeah, I mean, you go in these other countries, they got different laws and shit. So
how would you feel about Jaylen Brown on the Spurs?
it would just depend on what they got to give up. I think it would be
And
nice,
what if
but
what if they got to give up
that
like
core is so young.
what if you got to give up Castle? Are you giving up Castle?
But Brown, yeah, yeah. I mean, if you doing like a one up, yeah, yeah. I
What
mean,
if
I
you
would.
gotta
I mean, Brown is
what if
like
you
that.
gotta what if you gotta trade De'Aaron Fox and Castle for Brown?
All right, now you asking for too much.
I'm still doing it.
Now you doing a little bit too much.
I'm still doing it.
Mm, nah, I mean maybe take Cass on like a pick or two, but nah.
If you give me De'Aaron Fox
Fox
and
is legit.
Castle for for Jaylen Brown, I'm still doing that trade. I think both teams eat with that kind of trade because Celtics kind of need someone like De'Aaron Fox, and Castle is just a very great pickup. As for the Spurs, yeah, they could also really use someone like Jaylen Brown, and I mean, if you got to pick up, a point, maybe you go and give Drew Holiday a call. Get Jalen and Drew back together. Now you got a point that's going to be very solid for you on defense. And I mean, as long as you have Wimby, like the shit is still in your favor for real.
I mean, I would say a lot of this depends on how they do in in this series and possibly the next series. I mean, if they were to win the whole thing, I mean, I think the
Then
team is
yeah,
staying.
yeah,
They're so
yeah,
they're so young, and it's like they have so much potential. It's like why even break it up? And a lot of these people, they're still on rookie contracts. Like you ain't even got to start thinking about stuff to do until like 3, maybe 4 more years.
yeah. Well, you probably got to think about Wemby this year. Well, not think about Wemby, but you gotta like pay the man because ain't rookie
I
contracts
mean, it's
what
no thinking.
3 years
Yeah, like 4 or 5 years.
for a rookie contract?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
yeah. I mean, especially like when you get in a big rookie contract too.
Yeah,
So I mean, 'cause I think he was number one. Yeah, he was the number one guy.
yeah, he was.
So I mean, um, it's really no thinking with Wimby. You're gonna give whatever Wimby wants.
Yeah, no,
So
that's facts. That's facts. Um, but yeah, anything else to add on this Stephen A. and Jaylen Brown before we go ahead and move on to our next topic?
no sir.
Righty.
No bias
Mm-hmm.
over here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Other than that, though, you have anything else on sports for today?
no sir. I'm ready to talk about the king is here. The king is here.
Yes, yes, yes,
Oh
yes,
hell,
yes,
the
yes,
king is
yes.
here.
Before we get into that,
Oh Lord,
now I
he ruined my
asked
bit.
you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad. It's still sort of teetering on there, but as you know, I asked you to make a Mount Rushmore of who or what killed rap or destroyed hip hop. Were you
Yeah,
able to get that done?
yeah. I mean, depending on how long you want the list to be.
So okay, so when you sent me that, right? To laugh because I'm like, yo, only Kitty would ask me some shit like that. Because I asked you for a Mount Rushmore. So
I mean, a mountain could be however big you want it to be. So,
no, there's only one Mount Rushmore, nigga. There's only four
and
heads on that hoe.
Mount Rushmores have tiers too. So it
What?
builds up.
There's
It's
only
a triangle.
Oh my
A Mount
goodness,
Rushmore,
brother.
you
There's
have
four
bottom tier, middle
heads.
tier.
There's four heads on Mount Rushmore. Ain't no diamond tier, middle tier. This ain't no fucking snowboarding mountain.
Oh, see, I see. Okay, so I confused it a little bit. I confused it with King of the Hill a little bit.
Yo, that's what I was talking about. Mount Everest.
Yeah, damn there, shit.
Oh
Smoky
my
Mountains.
gosh.
So Mount
Oh my
Rushmore. So
goodness.
you asking me for the top of the top. So okay,
Yes,
4.
four.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yo
Then
ass,
you
boy.
know,
Boy,
you
that
know.
A's kicking your ass.
No, I'm just very intricate with my thoughts, and
Oh,
you just be
type
saying
shit.
shit, and I'll be having to have you
Type shit.
explain it. You know,
Type shit. Type shit.
yeah,
You know what? You
you
know
loosey
what?
goosey with your thoughts and shit.
You know what? I feel it. I feel that. Um, I'm gonna let you spend a little bit more time to get yours in order, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off with mine, unless you think you already got yours covered.
No, you can go. You can go.
So,
Ladies first.
go ahead.
No, you got it. You got it.
So now this is in no particular order, but I have sophomore albums on here. I have the
Sophomore
snitching
album.
culture on here.
The what culture?
The snitching culture, Ratlanta. Um, I have Twitter on here, and I also have reaction videos on here. So I can get through these quickly. The reason why I said sophomore albums is because a lot of these artists we see nowadays, they come out real strong, they come out hot on their first project, and then it's like, for whatever reason, I don't know if they were influenced by like the J. Cole's and the Kendricks and and I think maybe the whole, well, no, I don't think Hov was ever on this type of timing. But for some reason they just feel like they get the credence to take a 5 year break, and then they expect that when they come back their shit should be popping. They either think they get a 5 year break, or they think that they can now start to experiment with their sound and go completely left field. I'm gonna give you a couple examples. Of course, we had Casino come out this year, which is by Baby Keem. He waited like what, 2, 3, 4 years to drop this album. It was highly anticipated ever since the first album. And that was really the time to put the foot on the industry's neck. But instead, you waited such a long time, you built up such an anticipation, and then when the product came, it was underwhelming. And that's because people lost that hype for you. And then you make a post saying, you know what, I'm tired of people thinking that I'm not this guy and I'm not him. Well, it's not that. It's just that the people forgot about you because you weren't in our face no more. And with the attention span of nowadays, it's like, I mean, even back then, it was still like, it was still better for you to just keep the foot on their neck, but especially more so nowadays. Like, you have to keep the foot on the pedal. Another example I'm gonna give you is Jack Harlow. Not only did he take years off, but when he did come back, he came back with a left field experimental album. He came out with a what was it? A neo soul. Um, and then the
Yeah,
interview run he went on was just
Anthony Hamilton
crazy.
type rap.
Yeah, the freaking interview he went on was just crazy, talking about he thinks his sound is blacker now or something like that. It was just crazy. And it's like, dude, you're like, I feel like with Jack Harlow, I feel like he was thinking that that's his To Pimp a Butterfly. Like, you're not Kendrick Lamar. You're not this experimental guy. You should have stuck with your bag that got you on, and you should have kept the foot on their necks. But instead, you went away like you were this like mysterious Kanye or Kendrick, and you're not. And he paid the price for that because the album flopped hard. Casino also flopped hard. Another one, Cardi B. Cardi B took probably the longest break for a sophomore album. It might not be an exaggeration to say that it was a 10 year break. That might not be an exaggeration. And when she came
Thank you.
back, the the streets was not there for it. They were not there for it like they was there for her first album. And had she had kept her foot on their necks, she would be way bigger than what she is right now. But because she didn't, that's another album that also flopped hard. So that's why I have sophomore albums here. I also have snitching culture because, as we know, it has just been tearing a hold of the community. People's favorite rappers are getting caught in 4K, and now you're forced to kind of choose a side. It shouldn't really be that deep at all. And honestly, hip hop will be better without it. And then number three, we have Twitter. I mean, I don't think I need to explain how much Twitter is just so toxic, especially nowadays, especially when you have media hosts, like professional media hosts that also run their thoughts through Twitter. and then they also get kind of brainwashed from Twitter, and then they come back on their platform and make these Twitterist takes because they know it's going to get clicks and it's going to get views, and it's just overall it's just been bad for hip hop. That's also where a heavy part of the stan culture comes from, and it just makes hip hop such a toxic space. And then, of course, last I have reactions. And what I mean by that is I mean reaction videos, because I feel like once again this kind of in lines with Twitter a bit, but it's when you become a fan of a certain reactor and then that reactor gives you their take on it or their spin on it. It's almost like some people don't even go to react to the album first themselves. They will go to their favorite reactor, watch them react, and then base their judgment off of someone else's judgment. And it's just a bad way to intake music. But that is my Mount Rushmore.
Okay, I mean, I think that's a good Mount Rushmore. I mean, I definitely agree with a lot, and I believe a lot of my stuff kind of is the same as yours, but I kind of just spin it a little different ways. Um, I guess the just one of my points that kind of piggybacked off the last thing you said, I said social media is definitely one of the Mount Rushmores that has ruined like hip hop. And I definitely attribute it to like influencers. Cause like you said, they react to videos and people are basing their own emotions and what they like, don't like off of people they don't even know. And people that could be getting paid under the table to act this way, act that way. And I believe, a lot of these entertainers are more accessible than they used to be back in the day. You know, they it used to be like, a cloud of like mystery around certain people. But now it's just like, they seem normal, just like everybody else. And, social media gets a lot of these entertainers in trouble because you realize they're kind of retarded. They start tweeting, they start saying shit, having views on stuff. You're like, you don't even make sense. Like what all the rappers that came out that was talking about the AP watches. You're like, you're kind of slow. like, you're like, like you feel this way about something that doesn't really even matter. So social media is definitely top of the Mount Rushmore. Um, One thing you didn't say, I think drill music definitely ruined a lot of hip hop. Um, Drill music, killer music, everybody wants to be gangster. And that definitely affected just the whole music scene. Nobody makes like music people enjoy, um, have a good time to. Hey, how you doing? Good. Music that people play at a party and, it's just good time, good vibes, music dance to. Is none of that anymore. And it's just like, how can you, how can you just have a good time listening to about Pookie Loke getting killed and is you doing a drive by with switches and Drakes. Like it just it is hip hop is a vast majority of things. And yeah, they talked about, violence before in hip hop, but to this mass, no. It seems like every new rapper, is talking about killing and doing violence. And that's how they're, getting their stuff out there. So um that will be my number two. Number three will be nobody wants to be the best anymore. People are too satisfied nowadays. Once, and I think this kind of correlates with your one of yours as far as people feel like they're bigger than the program. Sophomore albums. It kind of correlates with that. Once they get that check, that bag from that first album, I mean, the hunger is gone. You
Yeah.
know, they getting paid millions of dollars now compared to back in the day. These rappers, entertainers wasn't getting paid anything. But nowadays, I mean, you can make a hot TikTok song or a nice first album, but I mean, once they get the money, it, it seems like they kind of disappear. That hunger not there. They're not making the same music. They feel like they're bigger than the program. Now they part of the industry, and it's ruined a lot. Um, no, it's for us to still be having a debate about who the top three, which is debatable. We could say still is Drake, Kendrick, and J. Cole, and they've been the top three since at least 2013, 14. So I mean, their spot should have been taken a long time ago, but they're still at the top. I mean, that shows how good they are, but it should be. We don't even know like who's next up.
Next up, yeah. I was literally thinking of that same thing too. Literally, I was thinking of that same thing. I agree.
So I mean, there's nobody. And for my last one, which I feel like is the most important part, and it's been just vital with music, period. The club scenes have killed hip hop. The club is dead. Bottle service, smoking hookah, sections. There's no dance floors when you go to clubs. Like that's killed hip hop so much. And it's just you going to these places to pay this money to not even have a good time. These niggas getting dressed, putting on the fake AP watches, and chains, and all this and that to impress other niggas. You know, ain't nobody dancing, ain't nobody getting on the flow, ain't nobody talking to girls. Like the whole hip hop, the roots of it, I mean, is gone. People was dancing, people break dancing when hip hop came out and was having fun and put a little cardboard out and doing the little Rooney on it and stuff. Like hip hop used to be fun, you know, and you used to go to a club and get twerked on and get some numbers, and you wasn't looking at other niggas seeing what they got on, how they dressed, and oh, how many bottles is this section by? You know, how many bottles is that section by? You gotta you gotta pay for the bottles, which are $400, $500. Then you gotta tip the bar girl, you know. Then you probably gotta pay to get in, and you probably paying for parking. Like it just doesn't make sense. And nobody even wants to go to a club no more. They not breaking music. They not playing music that I mean, they playing some decent music, but not music that people even really want to hear. So that will be my Mount Rushmore.
All right. Go with it heavy. Um, I do want to say though, there's one guy that you seem to give a lot of disdain for, but he is the one guy that is kind of carrying that fun part of hip hop. But
Don't tell me you talking about Playboy Cardi.
I'm definitely what? No, definitely not
Oh,
talking about Playboy Cardi. It's someone that I really like, but you always make fun of me for it.
who, Ian? The white boy?
No, when did I ever say I really like Ian?
You love Ian.
Oh
You love.
my
He sent me all
goodness,
his music
bruh.
and stuff.
Thank
He
goodness,
said
bruh.
he
Just
said
because
he
we had,
make up.
just because we had one debate, no. Think about a person that I always talk about. I always say,
I know
hey,
you're not talking about Lil Uzi.
hey,
I'm not. I don't dislike Uzi. So
yes,
I don't know why you said that.
oh, niggas just
No, I
switching
don't.
up the program.
Like, because I 100% agree with what you just said. He
Yeah,
is keeping
he is keeping that
the
part of it
vibes up.
alive. Yes, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Every
So I'm,
single year or every other year he's coming out with a hit that got everybody dancing, that got a new move to it, and he's leading the break dances in it. Like, yeah, nah,
He's
Uzi,
still throwing hip hop, yeah.
yeah, Uzi is a must need for the culture. He is single handedly carrying that side of the culture. But
Single handedly, I don't know, but he's in the league, yeah.
in the lead by a large margin. I can't think of really anybody else who comes close.
I mean Drake, but
Well, yes, yeah, no, you're right. But I wasn't thinking about it on like get out and
that
have
level, yeah.
fun. I was talking more so like the get out on the club and hit a dance move too type of shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
I
yeah,
still
yeah,
get what you're
yeah.
saying though. Drake is still providing fun music that you can play at house parties, family reunions, barbecues, pool parties, clubs. So yeah. Um
I mean, I agree real quick. Like Lil Uzi, he's making that music, like back in the day, your auntie, uncle been like, hey nephew, hit that little dance. And they they shaking their hips. So yeah, he definitely leading that shit. Hey, that do the little dance, do the dance. They getting sturdy and shit. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
yes he
yeah.
is. Yes he is. But and our next topic is going to be why we can't have nice things. Um, why the working man can't have nice things. Why the middlemen can't have nice things. Uh, and that is because over the weekend, as you know, the AP Swatch collab was released, and it has caused all type of fights, arrests, and evacuations at malls across the entire United States. Um, we've had massive lines formed at every single locations that these watches have been placed in. Um, some people though are making a great financial opportunity out of this. They're buying the watches for 500 and they're flipping it for 2,000 on the spot at the malls. It doesn't seem like there was much preparation for these in terms of containment. Because I mean, if you look at some of this, it is just absolutely wild. I mean, yeah, some of this just looks absolutely crazy. Especially when we're like, COVID was not that old, and then we just got a new virus, and there's like 100 people just shoulder to shoulder, rushing, mobbing. It just looks absolutely atrocious. And maybe DDG was right because this just looks absolutely just atrocious. But massive salute though to the people turning this into a financial profit. Um, but for some of these people, like getting arrested and tweaking over these things, I mean, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. Did you get to see any of the shit storm this weekend?
Yeah, I saw some videos. I mean, like you said, I mean, it's just us. It's just black people. You really don't see like a whole bunch of white people just doing this shit. And it's just so crazy. And then for them, Swatch and AP to announce it won't be a limited like collab. So they are gonna make, quite a few.
Oh,
And to be doing all of this, I mean, people getting upset because the stores is like, it's too many people out here. We're not gonna sell them today, and fights and all this is happening. It's like, come on, at the end of the day, it's just a watch.
yeah, yeah,
It- It's just a watch. And I definitely want one too, but not at the price of having to stand in line and be shoulder to shoulder with other people. It's not that important, you know. The support we show for shit that doesn't matter is just crazy. When it's important shit like voting and doing all this other shit, we know where to be found. But let a little watch come out. We all outside
yeah.
showing
You are,
our ass.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. You are not wrong. I did see Swatch has temporarily closed down multiple locations. And they also announced that it is not a limited edition collection. So these will be sold on a massive scale. So people can chill out. All right. Y'all can breathe. Y'all can take some time and just wait to get yours. You know what I'm saying? There is no sense in the world to be out there shoulder to shoulder when we got a virus spreading around right now as we speak. There is no reason to be around that many people right now. So don't feel like this is something you need right now today. Um, if you're only getting them to resell, then I mean, okay, at that point I get it, because this is the only time where you are going to be able to make some profit off of reselling these. So for that, I understand. But for the ones who are just buying it just to have it, breathe, relax. These aren't going anywhere at all. So take your time. Excuse me. Um, But that's really all I had on that. This has been another great episode with you, Kenny. Uh, Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and share. Um, we have more content coming. We got some more games for the week. We got some more giveaways to give out, some more prizes to do. So make sure you subscribe, because once we hit that 100 mark, as soon as we hit that 100 mark, that's when the giveaways will start popping off. That's when the prizes will start popping off. So if you are here early, you're going to benefit from this majorly. And even if you get in on the last second, you're still going to have a chance to benefit. So make sure you get down in the comments, make sure you're liking these videos, make sure you're sharing the videos, and of course, make sure you subscribe. Other than that, Kenny, is there anything you would like to leave with the people before we go?
Hey, let's just give a big shout out to the dogs out there. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And with that,